Yes, greetings, blessings, people. We're here, we're live and direct right here on the Big Bad Station with yours truly, DJ Kat, the Catalyst. And I'm joined with a very special guest, okay? He goes by the name of Prince of Judah. So, Prince of Judah, tell the people who you are and a little bit about yourself.
Okay, blessed love to the whole of England and to the whole of the world by extension. This is Prince of Judah out of Trinidad and Tobago. And I'm a reggae artist.
Nice.
Rooted and grounded, you know.
Yeah. Man. So, you said you're out of Trinidad and Tobago. First, people are going to be like, whoa, you're a reggae artist. How are you finding that?
Yeah. Well, actually, I believe Jamaica has influenced the world.
Yeah.
Right? And in the Caribbean here, there are a lot of Jamaicans living here in Trinidad and Tobago, and there are a lot of artists who mix music, they sing all genres. Sometimes they sing soca music, calypso, and they also do the reggae.
Yeah.
And there are reggae artists who does reggae alone, like myself.
Yeah, I hear that.
So like artists like Queen Omega came from Trinidad and Tobago.
Yeah.
Marsha is from Trinidad and Tobago. And the list could go on and on. I am just one of the stars.
I hear that 100%. And you know what? We're all the same people, right? So who cares where we come?
True.
I hear that.
So true, sister.
For real. So, Prince of Judah, when I heard that name, I thought, yeah, man, I'm going to be speaking to some royalty right now. Tell us about this name.
Yes, sir. Okay, well, the name Prince of Judah, when I decided to sing, a lot of other artists was using tribal names, like, some will call themselves Isasha, or Zebulon, Levi, and I don't want it to go that way. And the type of person I am, I actually am very spiritual, I would say.
Yeah.
And I look in the good book, the song called the Gospel.
Yeah.
And in the Gospel, there was named Prince of Judah, who actually was the governor of Judah. Right? And he was the man actually who King Solomon instructed to start to build the temple for the living God. So when I saw that name, it actually, it how to say, it reached out to me.
I hear that.
Yes, and it's like, I embraced it, and I live very positive and clean life,
Yeah.
And try to live up to the title too, same time.
For real, 100%. So, when it comes to speaking of living a clean life, what do you mean by that? Because people might think, oh, okay, you are vital and things like that, but what does that actually mean?
Well, it could be meant in different ways, as you say, but actually it's all about having a clean conscience, clean hands, it's like, how to put it, is like trying to express unconditional love every time, regardless of circumstance. And alongside with the eating the right foods, thinking positively, and I think every human being knows right from wrong, because I believe that, it has been installed within our DNA.
Yeah.
And we don't really need a teacher or a preacher to let us know what is right from what is wrong. So a clean liberty is more or less a righteous liberty, and this is how I see myself. I try to live by righteousness, doing good, thinking positive, loving, caring, sharing, that kind of vibes.
I hear that 100%. So, tell us about your journey from how you was very born into this world straight up to who you are now, your journey of music.
Okay. But actually, I started at the age of 16 years. Is when I truly discovered that I had this talent.
Yeah.
And I was inspired by going concerts and seeing artists like Kokoti, Luciano, Burning Spear, Bonnie Wheeler. Bonnie Wheeler was one of my main inspirations.
Yeah.
But by going these concerts, I realized that it took me on a different path.
Mm.
And I really was brought up in church,
Yeah.
and seeking Rastafari liberty, finding out about who is Emperor Haile Selassie, and finding myself, along this path of Rastafari.
Yeah.
And by pursuing, the knowledge of the King and the Rastafari lifestyle, I found myself into this talent, recognizing that I have the capability to not just sing reggae music, but to deliver, a message,
I hear that.
and to bring, positive vibration, positive frequency to the listening ear, whoever choose to listen to the eye,
Yeah.
But the music has always been a tool for me, I should say, which I choose to grasp and try to reach out as much as I can.
Yeah.
But where I'm from in Trinidad, the reggae music really hasn't been embraced like the first music out of this island.
Mm.
So there are challenges, where getting the airplay, getting the rotation on the airwaves constantly, these things has always been a hindrance to artist progress out of Trinidad.
Yeah.
So for the past couple of years, let me say the past 2-3 years, I've been reaching out to producers from UK, Europe.
Yeah.
Actually, I did an album. Mighty Youth out of France, actually, some producers out of France actually did an album with me. And my musical journey, I would say, it's a long journey. I know to me, it's now starting.
Yeah.
Even though I've been singing in Trinidad for a while.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But recently I was there in the UK, England, and I had 3 events. So from the 3 events, I'm back home here in Trinidad and trying to still execute, I would say God's plan, for the INA. So
Yeah.
still on a musical chart,
I hear that.
still trying to, reach, the masses in a positive way.
For real. I hear that. And how did you find the UK?
Oh, I love England,
Yeah.
Actually, they embraced me. The 3 events I had, actually, the first one was youth plugin fashion meets Wind Rush.
Okay.
I was in the old town hall in Stratford,
Yeah.
Stratford. Yeah, and the second show was in Hornaman's Park. That was a tribute to Leslie Palmer.
Okay.
And all the pioneers. Leslie Palmer, actually, he was the guy who brought Carnival to England.
Yeah.
So they was paying a tribute to him. He does smaller event every year, I believe. And he's a Trinidadian, and he actually was in Trinidad, and he met me, and he heard my music, and he told me, he would like me to be a part of his event. So that was the second event, and then the third event I did was a tribute to Marcus Garvey.
Nice.
Alongside Vivian Jones, Mikey General, and a whole heap of other artists who was there from England, I guess.
Yeah. That's nice. I'm glad
It
that,
was a truly great experience.
for real, I'm glad that the, I suppose, English audience, for a better word, took to you. That's good.
Yeah, man, the English people are loving people, and I just want to say, as I have this moment, I want to give thanks, to everyone who in England, who might not know me or who have heard me and really appreciate what I did. I just want to say thank you for embracing me and welcoming me into your space.
Yeah.
And Prince Judah, I really appreciate the love.
100%, every time. As you mentioned earlier, you're a very spiritual person, very conscious person from what I gather from your music and even speaking to you for this interview. But tell us about that. How has your spiritual journey been? I'm always interested to know how you started your spiritual journey, how is it going? And of course, it's still continuing.
Yeah, well, actually, we are created as spiritual beings into physical matter, right?
Yeah.
And there are a lot of knowledge and information in all different aspects. And the way the Creator has created us, everyone has different views and different point of views in how they receive the information.
Yeah.
And sometimes we could be misled. Sometimes we can be on the right path.
Yeah.
But in life, what I have learned and what I have experienced and what I have been taught, I have to say spiritual, a lot of people don't understand spirituality.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of misguided people who are seeking spirituality, and there are people who are taking advantage of them. And the ones who are spiritually connected, due to their desire to seek spirituality, they become like sponge and absorb things that they are not supposed to absorb.
Yeah.
And what I would want to say, to people who seeking spirituality, we are spiritual beings. The spiritual life came first before the physical. But what we have been taught is not 100% truth, right? And a lot of us who know this try to express and explain to some people and give them the information and try to reach out to them and do the right thing for the seekers who are seeking the truth. And the truth really can be confound in one place. Every place has truth within, and in life there's a balance with everything. So even the negative energy and the negative things in life is part of the balance. It's just we as spiritual beings need to understand that we are spiritual and accept that we are created by a highly intelligent creator.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of things we can. This conversation could go on and on.
Yeah.
But some people would have a different point of views, right? Some people seek spirituality through meditation, and there are different forms of meditation.
Yeah.
Some choose to meditate through the herbs. Some choose to meditate through yoga.
Yeah.
And they are always good. I'm not saying nothing is wrong, but it's all about embracing and accepting who we are and not what we have been taught. We know who we are, We know exactly what we're supposed to do and what are the right things and the wrong things. But most of the time we follow trend, we don't set trend.
Yeah.
So what we need to do is to really tap into who we really are. Because if the Bible is stating that we were created in the image and likeness of the Creator.
Yeah.
We have the attributes, we have everything from the Creator.
That's it.
If we are the image of the Creator, some might say take it a physical way, but it's not really physical. It's the fact that we are spiritual. If the Creator is spiritual, then obviously our image is spiritual.
Yeah.
Right? But everyone not set to understand certain things, and this is why someone need guidance and teachers to teach them certain things. But when we accept within our mind and our heart that this is what it is, we don't know this, well then it can be changed. It's only you, the individual, can really change that thought process. So I think it's all about the way we think and how we see things. We just need to accept that we are great. We came from a very powerful, highly spiritual creator, and we know exactly what needs to be done.
Yeah.
It's just what we tell ourselves is the whole problem. So embracing this form of knowledge, how I see things now,
Yeah.
I try not to say that one thing is the truth.
Yeah.
You know, or if I want to tell you, I know Rastafari is the truth and the only way. If I can say it, but it might not actually be the truth.
Yeah.
Right? So it come like, for me to say this, right? I might be thinking that, you know, with what I know, there is no other way, but really and truly it's ignorance. It's selfish.
Yeah.
Because there are other cultures and there are other form of religion, some might say, that seeking righteousness and living a good life too. So it's all about how we perceive things, and just, I would say, you know, to try to perceive things in a good light, in a positive manner, and everything will be okay.
I hear that.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For real, for real. So, you know, speaking of the next part of spirituality, which I feel music is very spiritual, how do you go about doing your tunes? Do you look at rhythms? Do you see what's around you? Freestyle it? How does it work for you?
Okay, well, actually, inspiration has come from any place, right? But I love to write, and I can freestyle.
Yeah.
Sometimes I freestyle, or sometimes like I hear the rhythm first, and the rhythm itself tells a story, so I listen to it over and over and over and over until the song comes into my state of mind.
Yeah.
So sometimes it just be, let me say, I have some other brethren who just sing too, and they come home where I live and we hold our vibes and play music.
Yeah.
And sometimes we listen to rhythm off of YouTube sometimes. There are a lot of reggae rhythms from producers on YouTube.
Yeah.
And we just hold the vibes, you know. But how I try to embrace the gift that has been presented to me. Some might look for entertainment and expect artists to, you know, like perform as they say, you know, and create a hype. But how I try to embrace it is more or less focus on the message, because a lot of people sometimes we focus on the messenger and not really the message. So I try not to let people be misguided by my actions to jump up and down on a stage and create a big hype, and you know, and people might not really understand the message that comes with the music now. So I try to be humble in my state of consciousness and try to execute exactly what the creator has inspired me to do. Now I see myself as not just an artist, as some might say, you know.
I hear that.
But it's been, to be honest, it's been long overdue.
Yeah.
And I think now is the time for Prince of Judah to really reach the masses in a great light. Once, you know, they're willing to embrace me, because I have a lot of music, a lot of new music in the pipeline coming too. And I just want to say thanks to certain producers and certain ones who I met in England.
Yeah.
I want to say give thanks to Father T.
Yeah.
Wembley Records, Sir Coxon, Leslie Palmer, Mad Professor.
Yeah.
I just want to do this before I forget now, you know, it's because these people kind of reached out to me and the vibes was very upful, and while I was there in England, they showed me true love, you know, so I just want to big up to these people, Daddy Noddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Daddy Noddy too, you know, yeah, give thanks, trust me. But concerning management, I was fortunate enough to come to England and access management. So I have management from England, so I just want to big them up too, which is Selector Garfield.
Nice.
Sue Oliver, Selector Garfield. This is management, so if anybody want to get on to Prince of Judah, you can reach out to Sue Oliver on Facebook.
Yeah.
Or Selector Garfield, Ever Living Songs. Yeah.
I hear that. Big them both up as well. I know both of them very well. So big them up.
Yeah, trust me, there's loving people.
For real. I hear that.
Yeah, really thank God that, I met them in their life.
For real. And earlier you mentioned that Bonnie Whaler, aka Jabi, was very significant in you. Why is that?
I don't know, when coming up as a youth, listening to reggae music, everybody more love Bob Marley.
Yeah.
But I was one of them who, I would say I don't like his music, I love his music, but I more feel Bonnie vibes now,
Yeah. I hear that.
I love Bonnie vibes, and that a certain song actually, I heard in a dance, and it kind of touched me now. I didn't know who was the artist, and when I found out who it was, from there that was it,
Yeah.
I just started to follow him, and I was glad that he'd survive, longer than his colleagues.
Yeah.
That he was able to still deliver
Yeah.
good music in his old age. So
I hear that.
yeah,
Do you remember?
It was truly an inspiration.
For real. Do you remember what the name of the song was?
I don't know if I can remember the name offhand right now.
Usually people play Rise and Shine, and it's very heavy.
Rise and Shine. Yeah, Bonnie Whaler, trust me, when he came to Trinidad,
Yeah.
last time he came to Trinidad, I told myself, I had to go in and see him perform too, and it was really, a blessed to see him,
Yeah.
deliver God's music.
For real. I love Queen Omega, Kushite, Jalifa, all of the female artists out there in Trinidad. And I want to know, do you think you will be collaborating with any of them?
Yeah, actually, all of them are my personal friends.
Yeah.
And I was be talking to them. Also on a regular, more Queen Omega.
Yeah.
I might talk on a regular, but I know them personally, we're all good, and it could be possible,
Yeah.
combination. I don't mind that,
Yeah.
But I have one other sister who I don't know if you know about her, and I just want to big up to Sister Ifa.
Yes.
She's out of Trinidad too, and she's a very powerful soul singer too.
Yeah.
So big respect to Sister Ifa too,
Yeah. I'm loving the movement actually in Trinidad and Tobago, especially the fact that reggae isn't necessarily the most listened to, but the power and the energy that's coming out is just absolutely amazing,
Yeah, to be honest, Trinidad have a lot of great singers
Yeah.
who does different genres, but where the reggae is concerned, there are a lot of powerful ones who haven't been heard as yet.
Yeah.
I should say heard on the outside market,
Okay.
But sometime on the outside market, they might more look to Jamaica for the reggae music. But if you really look at the history itself show you that it's not just Jamaica alone have these vibes,
I hear that.
So like Midnight, Desiree, these people from St. Croix, you know what I mean? So people feel the vibes through the Caribbean,
Yeah.
and it extends to the world,
For real.
and it's just, we just have to be knowledgeable about it and know that, what, it can be confound in one place, If it is people who love the reggae music, they have to do the research.
Yeah.
And try to find, music that could really, uplift and inspire.
For real, 100%.
Try to come off, the negative vibes.
It's true, 100% true.
Yeah.
So.
Because music is very, just not cutting here, but music is very powerful.
Yeah.
Very powerful weapon, some might say, and the negative forces that try to use it against us. Because, we plug in, it's just for us to know and make the choice and make the decision which frequency we really want to listen to. You know what I mean? So,
yeah.
Not everybody just feel the vibes or what we into as Rasta or what we into as, reggae artists or selectors, that say, Not everybody feel that vibes. So sometimes, we just see it.
Yeah, I hear that.
But we just need to use it the right way.
Well, that kind of comes on to my question really, which was about, do you feel like the music is being, I don't know if abused is the right way, but it feels like that sometimes. It's just kind of thrown out there with no real thought. What's your thought about it?
Mm-hmm. Well, to be honest, in Trinidad, the soca music is more popular.
Yeah.
And dancehall, right? Soca music and dancehall is more trending, right? And reggae has become a minor crowd, minor people that's really plug into the reggae.
Yeah.
Now people love the reggae, but dancehall has become more trending now. So with the dancehall now, in Trinidad, there's a movement called Trinidad, right? And some of the youths, mostly is youths who sing this type of music, and it stems from dancehall, and it's all about violence and badness and gun thing, and every negative thing you could think about, right? And it happened, I'd say, because of who was in control of the airplay. And the ones who are in control of the airplay and on the radio is the ones who promoting the music and pushing the music and giving it all the rotation. So when the listener listening to the music on the radio station, this is all they're hearing is a hypnotism vibes. So people become gravitated to the negative energy and more than the positive energy. So less reggae music playing on the airwaves and more dancehall music playing. So when you look at where dancehall stem from Jamaica, and it really was all about gangster badness, and people would feel the vibration and think that, this is how to be, this is how to live, and see the artists living a rich life, some might say, a wealthy life, and they would think that, this is how they want to be. So when this happen now, it's like the younger generation really become lost us now, because they far away from really singing good music that could really last through the time, and they more gravitate to the negative influence. So to be honest, everyone has their choice. I don't want to bash, the culture.
Yeah.
Everyone has their choice to make, but really and truly everyone knows that, this type of music really is not good. Some might rate it, and some might say, oh, yeah, it's sounding good because the melodies and the music and the timing with the beat and all these things might really make you feel to move, and but really and truly the lyrical content is nothing good,
Yeah.
But majority of the world is swinging that way, and it's just everyone has their portion, and time will tell. So what does it, really gain to perfect the world and lose your soul? So where the negative music is concerned, I don't really try to affiliate with it.
Yeah.
But the positive vibes, you know what I mean? I try to, inspire the youths and them around me, because I have a lot of youths who look up to me.
Yeah.
Because I'm actually at the age of 43.
Nice.
Right?
Yeah.
And a lot of them, they know me in the hood, they know where I live is like projects.
Okay.
Right? Some might say it's like the projects, so it's like a hood vibes. And a lot of youths look up to me, and they come to me, and I try to help them out. Some of them have talent, and they want to sing the same kind of dancehall badness, and I just tell them, if you want to sing that kind of music, you have to change your lyrics to positive, So I just try, to do my part as an elder to guide the youths on a right direction.
Yeah.
And uplift them in a good positive way,
I hear that, definitely. But do you think that people listen, or is it about jumping up?
If I think that people has listened.
Yeah, actually listen to the lyrical content that's in these tunes, or do you think it's all about jumping up and just dancing?
Well, some people mightn't understand the lyrics if you're let me say if you're a foreigner.
Yeah.
Some of you might really know what is the message in the music they're actually singing about. But you like, as we say, you like the vibes of the rhythm, and
Yeah.
But to the youths and the younger generation in the Caribbean and in the Western Hemisphere, they actually take this thing for real. When the artists sing about gun and badness and all these things, right? The youths who are listening, they actually believe that this is how they are to live. So, home where I'm at in Trinidad, there are a lot of violence, a lot of killings, a lot of senseless killings. Countless times, and it's really just have the community scared. A lot of elders has been panic, sometimes, because it's regularly hearing the gunshots, and these youths and them now have affiliated themselves into gangs.
Yeah.
So it's really going down a dark road, you know what I mean? And then the government itself doesn't really step in and say, let me censor certain things on the airwaves and make sure that, we don't allow too much violence to be promoting, you know what I mean? And it's just about allowing the negative side to take control. Is what is they doing, you know what I mean? And if it is the ones who have the power to make a difference, and stand for something, you know what I mean? Because sometimes it's be the wrong people in these positions, and the reality is the people is the ones who put them there,
Yeah.
So, saying, I just think that people need to be conscious in everything they're doing and try to stay positive and hopeful, and try to stay happy too, because sometimes the world is so sad it could have us depressed and thinking that everything is all about money.
Yeah.
And money is always the ultimate goal for everyone. So when money becomes the god or the greatest gift for a person to achieve, this is where all the problems really stem from. So it not because of the want of the money, because the youth's looking for stardom too. And then when some of the artists who create the hits and they're on tour, right? This is where the opening does come for the upcoming talent, and the youths has been looking at the ones who, as they are saying in Trinidad, they get through on the GT, you know what I mean? So it's like, when they're looking at these people now and seeing that, they're singing badness and they're touring the world and they're living a good life, this is exactly what it was want for themselves. So they continue the trend now and they sing the badness.
Yeah.
And it's a big, respect to certain reggae artists who never stray and still pushing the message, Artists like Luciano and, Louis Culture, certain ones.
Yeah.
Who holding the thing firm.
I hear that.
So
100%. Yeah, man. You know.
And give thanks to the selectors too, who does be playing the culture music.
Yeah. You can't beat. In my opinion, you can't beat the culture music that we have. You can't beat it.
Mm-hmm. And to be honest, is Europe.
Yeah.
Europe is the market for reggae music. And artists who in the West, no matter what genre they're singing,
yeah,
this is the ultimate goal from every artist to come to the UK or come to the US and try to make something of themselves. You know?
Yeah.
So it is sometimes it has come across like a crab in a barrel kind of vibes. Everybody just fighting for space, you know.
Yeah.
But
and you know, as
it's come out.
Yeah. And as an artist, no problem. As an artist yourself, who is from the Caribbean, how do you find that? Because I'll be honest, myself, sometimes I do want to see a black audience. You know, I want to see our young black people or elders of the black community hearing our music. And it's not necessarily that. It's usually, like you said, Caucasian, Europeans that are majority of the crowds. And I'm interested to know how artists who are from the Caribbean, how you feel. How does that make you feel? Are you okay with that? Do you want to see more of a black crowd yourself? How do you feel?
Well, to be honest, I don't really see color, you know.
Yeah.
I just see beyond. To be honest, I just see beyond the flesh.
That's
all
it.
I tell me, I was trying to live a spiritual life.
Yeah.
Right. But the black community does more gravitate to the hip hop, the dance, or the negative music. There are certain ones who listen to the culture music who we will call Rastafarians.
Yeah.
Right. Majority of the Rasta people, them is the one who might accept the positive vibration from the reggae music. But the UK, how they embrace the reggae music is different to how the Caribbean people embrace it. Yes, it come like our own, as I say, Jamaica, as I say, is our own. But really and truly, they will support their own.
Yeah.
But the UK people embrace it in a more greater way, I should say, you know.
Yeah.
And this is why most of us will aspire to be there. And to be honest, personally, sometimes I feel out of place where I'm at, you know, because we do have reggae concerts, or let me say reggae dance, you know, but it doesn't be on a big scale. Now they start to mix the reggae artists with the different genre, like let me say dance, or sometime our soca artists from Trinidad here will get to, you know, perform alongside these international acts.
Yeah.
And they start to mix the cultures now, the different genres of music. So the minority, right now the reggae more in the minority, I would say, in Trinidad.
Yeah.
It might be different in Jamaica because, you know, it's all Jamaica, you know. But in Trinidad, you know, it is a minority. So sometimes I just really feel out of place as an artist singing reggae music in Trinidad. And this is why, you know, we will aspire to come out there.
Yeah, I hear you.
And try, you know, our us to be appreciated, you know.
Yeah.
And I feel sorry it took me so long, you know, because it actually was supposed to manifest years ago, but you know, it didn't happen. So I just thank God that it did happen this year, when I was able to come to England and allow people to get familiar with the artists and the music, you know.
I hear that. But you know, they do say things of importance take time. So maybe you are still meant to be where you are now, and I'm sure it'll be your time soon.
Yeah, definitely. Well, hopefully I will be coming back soon.
Yeah. I hear that.
Trust me.
So, Prince of Judah, what can the listeners expect to hear from you in the future, or what have you got up and coming, or what can they listen to now?
actually, if it is, they can go on Spotify or any digital platform. You can get my music. I have an album called Mighty Race, and actually I have 2 or 3 singles that on the Spotify list too, outside of the album.
Okay.
And I recently I did 2 dancehall. Some will say dancehall, but I do love dancehall, right?
Yeah.
So I did 2 love track on a dancehall, on 2 dancehall rhythms, and they actually my music does be playing on the airwaves in Trinidad, but not I would say often as enough, you know. But these 2 singles I released. The last single last week actually, they started play it on the airwaves. You can get one of them on YouTube. Actually, it's called All I Want.
Yeah.
If you type up Prince of Judah, you can get that track All I Want. And yeah, they have some other tracks on YouTube too. So if you look me up, you know, you can get the music.
I hear that.
And actually, I have an album I'm presently working on.
Yeah.
In the future, actually, coming to England make me create the links that are actually needed. And this is where I big up to Wembley Records, because this is one of the studios I'll be working with. And you can look out for a lot more from me.
Nice. I'm looking forward to it 100%. But you know what, Prince of Judah, before we say goodbye for now, but there's going to be many more interviews, I'm sure. Would you be up for singing a little something for the listeners out there? On the spot.
On the spot.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me see if I can put myself in a zone. Alright, this is one song off the album Mighty Race. To all the listeners, Mighty Race is the name of the album, and this tune is called Black, right?
Yeah.
So you can go get it, right? So here we go. Just say, let there be light, and there was light. So which means that darkness was first. So in other words, this is what I say, no? Prince of Judah. You don't know. Black is the color of my skin. Black, full of a meaning. Yes, black. Invented everything. All the most high offsprings. Rise up, almighty race, no longer a slave. Break all them shackles and chains. From within you, Lord, the blood of our ancestors is running through our veins. The words of Mandela, Marcus Garvey, is here to stay. Black is the color of my skin, yes, black. Full of a meaning, yes, black. Invented everything, all the most high offsprings. In the valley of the kings, the evidence can be found that we are so royal and full of wisdom, the original burn skin Cushite, Ethiopian, on the banks of the river Nile, chanting a song. Black is the color of my skin, yes. Black, full of a memory, yeah.
Nice.
That's the love of that Prince of Judah.
Every time. You know what? I didn't want that to end. I was getting into it.
Give thanks, trust me.
Yeah, man, energy.
But to be honest, before I forget, I just want to give the people the handles, you know. If you want to find Prince of Judah, you can look me up on Facebook. Prince of Judah. You can look me up on Instagram, Prince of Judah 711. You can also get me at More Music FM 360 at gmail.com.
Yeah.
And you can link me at Prince of Judah 711 at gmail.com.
Nice.
Or you can link Sue Oliver or Selector Garfield. So,
Yeah.
bless and love.
Blessings. You know what? I'm loving hearing the sounds in the background. I can hear birds. I can hear a rooster. I'm thinking, gosh, I wish I was there.
Yeah, to be honest, where I live,
Yeah.
a lot of birds, a kind of wildlife kind of vibes.
Yeah.
And my neighbor actually, he have a lot of roosters.
Nice.
So, you can't sleep late.
I love that. I love that. You know what, Prince of Judah? It's been a blessing to speak with you. And I want to say thank you for, you know, giving up your time to speak with me, first of all, but also bringing out the conscious music that you're bringing out. We need more of it. And I know it can be difficult sometimes in the music business. So we give thanks that you're carrying on with the consciousness. We love that.
Yes, give thanks to you too, you know, most importantly, because without you and people like you, you know, it's like no one really would know about us or have the opportunity to really hear us speak like what we're doing here now on this platform. So continue what you're doing and stay positive.
Yeah.
I know that there are many more artists for you to interview.
Yeah, man.
Right? So
Yeah, man.
just give thanks, you know, and it's really a privilege. I think one day I'll meet you in person.
Yeah, man. I would love that for real. And,
Yeah,
you know, I'll have to come out there. I'll have to come out there to Trinidad and come and see ya.
yeah, trust me, come. It's
Yeah,
a
man.
paradise.
For real.
If you want the nice sea and sand and rivers and waterfalls and things, yeah.
Yeah.
So you have all of that here.
I love that. I love that. Yeah, man. I have to link up with Queen as well. Queen Amiga and them. Fire.
Okay. Well, you have a link though.
Yeah. I've got a
I hope
Queen's
you have
link.
a link.
Yeah, man. She's a blessing for real.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Or anybody from Trinidad that you hear about and you possibly want to link them and I don't have the link, you can always reach out to me.
Yeah, man. I give
Okay.
thanks. For real. More love every time. I hope you have a blessed rest of the day.
Yeah, same to you. Give thanks again, and to all the listeners, all the bless up, Prince of Judah, any selector who want the plates, all the feel free, you know.
Yeah, man.
And Prince of Judah will be here to deliver.
For real.
So
Love
give
that.
thanks again.
Bless up. Bless.
Blessing, love, sister.
Bless.
Respect.
Every time.